and be a recluse, and to be a recluse, right? They're very picky, observant, sharp, emotional. They have a sharp emotional nature. All right, so that's it for the second decan, which is the Taurus Virgo flavoring for the Taurus moons. Now we're at the third decan, where it's the least exalted. So you have the Taurus moon, Taurus Capricorn decan. This is my decan. I'm the Taurus Capricorn. So they're more somber, they're more serious, and darker. They have a pronounced melancholy. They're more harsh and straightforward, not very social, so they're the most introverted. Can be intimidating at first. So apparently we intimidate others. I didn't know. If I did, I wouldn't notice because I'm not trying to. They have huge hearts and long for connection, but place work in the mundane first. To be honest with you, I've tried to make that equal. So I didn't try to really place anything first, to be honest with you. But since romance hasn't really worked, fuck it, I don't care about romance anymore. But anyway, I still have friendships, so I don't necessarily place work over that. Because half the week I'm working, the other half of the week I have time for friendships. So I usually work 4 days out of a week, and then the following week, 3 days out of a week, 12 hours each day. So 48 hours one week, 36 hours the following week. They also move very slow with most things in their life and hate being rushed. Well, that's pretty much every Taurus moon. They have cold emotions. My emotions are not that cold, and it might be because I have um, the Scorpio Cancer decan for my Scorpio sun. I've been very sensitive when I was a kid, so that's in opposition with the Taurus Capricorn. So I don't really have cold emotions. I guess I'm an outlier. Plus, my moon squares my Mars and my sun squares my Mars, so that makes me more emotional. Um, oh, yeah. So they said that we supposedly have cold emotions. We struggle with healthy emotional expression, strong will, and iron bravado. They're softies, even with when in love. Now, how can you have cold emotions and be a softie? I guess that's some of them that have cold emotions, and the other ones are softies, because those two things don't mix. Sacrificial and ambitious. And that's it for all three decans. That's it. You want me to read from this book? Let me see how much time I have left. I gotta record this video. Actually, what I gotta do is, wait, why did I say record the video? I gotta upload the video. Since it's past 19 minutes and another video started because they stop at like 16 minutes or so, what I'm gonna do is I might as well read from this book then. Let me find the Taurus parts again. So it says Taurus, a peaceful romantic, but it's talking about the sun. But what apply, like I said, what applies to the sun applies to the moon. So it says Taurus, the constellation of the bull, is the sign of people born between the 21st of April, it's really the 20th of April, and 20th of May. But like I said, this channel is about moon and Taurus, so we don't have a particular set of dates that we're born. It could be any time. But like I said, what they say about the sun in Taurus that's born between these dates, they're talking about us moon signs as well. Taurus has Earth as its element and is ruled by the planet Venus, which is true for the moon sign as well. Its lucky day is Friday. Well, that might not be true for us. and its lucky number is 2. Considering it's the second zodiac sign, I guess it would be the number 2. It has emerald as its stone because green is its color. So it says green as its color and copper as its metal. Roses are the favorite flowers of this sign. I kind of like roses. I really like sunflowers. I'm not big on flowers. I like cactus plants. So it says its symbol depicts an animal's head with horns or a cup resting on it. Taurians have finely tuned senses. Their sense of smell is their main form of perception. Not really for me. My sense of smell is not that strong. So, endowed with a huge capacity for work, they are able to sustain their effort and enjoy long-term tasks. They are realistic, pragmatic, headstrong, and mighty, and see everything through to the end. They are steady and stubborn. Taurus is the sign of the builder. It is also one of peace and is close to nature and animals. Taurians like to live in a healthy, serene, and comfortable environment. They are hedonistic and appreciate quality food. I'm probably the least hedonistic because there's not that much I get pleasure from. I like to read books. I like video games. I like to write books. I like to do things with computers, like work on computers. Um, and I like to just go to work. That's it. Some occasionally I might enjoy water ice. Other than that, what kind of pleasures do I really get into? So you could try to call me hedonistic, but I'm not. So that's one trait I don't have. It says they are hedonistic and appreciate quality food. I can eat any kind of food. Well, I take that back. I can't eat any kind of food, but I don't put emphasis on, oh, it has to be quality food. I don't say that. I just eat what's available. That's how survivors think. So Taurus is also a survivor. Let me just add that to the list. They're also survivors. I should add that to my poetry. So that would be poem number 51 because it was supposed to be 50 poems. I should add 51 and say we're survivors. Taurus moons and suns, right? Okay, so they're highly sensual, they are romantic, sentimental, possessive, even jealous, and faithful. They react slowly because they like to take their time. They are creatures of habit. They are materialistic and have a sense of ownership. May not too much. I may have some things, but I can't say I'm too materialistic. I'm not that materialistic at all. You know, I own some things. I could show you around the house of things I own. I own mostly books, video games, a couple of laptops. One is for school. The other one, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be in school still because they're saying there's some paperwork I gotta complete. But that paperwork doesn't go right. I guess I'm not in school anymore. So now I'm just stuck with two laptops, right? Which is okay with me. I don't mind having two laptops. I'm stuck with a second laptop, is what I meant to say. What else? Anyway, let me just read the rest of this. Taurians are tranquil. It takes a lot to rile them. Consequently, their outbursts of anger are always unexpected and bitter. What did I tell you about that anger? They are very artistic and creative, which is very true about the Taurus moons, and are often proficient singers and artists. There are two types of Taurians. The first are conservative, set in their ways and seek security. The second are determined, energetic, and always ready to fight. I guess I'm the second one. I guess I'm the second type. Like I said, what they say about the suns is true about the moons. There is no one type of Taurus moon. There's different types of Taurus moons. You saw in the Decans that there were different types of Taurus moons after I read it to you. You saw in the Decans. All right. So the next page is called A Charmer. We're still on Taurus. There's 5 pages to Taurus. Let me see how much time has gone by. There might be 3 videos to this. Taurians are refined and lovers of beauty. They are sentimental, romantic, and charming. They are charmers. The earth and water signs, particularly Cancer, are a good fit. Preferring simple and caring relationships, they look for generally loving and steady relationships. Taurians are compatible with Aries, who take them away from their routine. No, no, no. Maybe as a friend, but not as the romantic interest. In return, Taurians calm their partner's all-conquering nature and allow them to unwind. 2 Taurians together bring out each other's hedonistic side and enjoy life. Taurians balance Geminians, whose desire for change can however push them away. Sensuality, patience, and gentleness unite Taurus and Cancer. As for Leos, they are attracted by Taurian charm and sensuality. Virgos appeal to Taurians with their calmness, gentleness, charm, and practicality. Librans and Taurians share their sensuality and the desire to please. That way they continuously give each other pleasure. On the other hand, a Taurus-Scorpio union can sometimes be stormy, but it is not true that opposites attract. No, it says, but is it not true that opposites attract? Let me tell you about that. Since I have a Scorpio sun, I was with a Taurus sun before. I was with another Taurus sun before. Opposites do not attract. I may have the moon in Taurus, but their sun in Taurus, it wasn't even a total synastry because they were early stage Tauruses. That's probably why. If I was with a Taurus Capricorn sun person, we might have some good synastry. But it is not true that. But is it not true that opposites attract? Taurians appreciate Sagittarius' dynamic and enterprising nature, which they find reassuring. Taurians and Capricornians, they share a love of possessions, quickly look for a cozy little nest to settle in. Taurians are captivated by the genius and originality of Aquarians. And where a Piscean is concerned, Taurians will take care of every detail, allowing their partner to go with the flow. The carnal attraction between them is very strong. All right, that's it for that page. This book doesn't even have an author. It doesn't. Let me look inside the book to see who's the author. Oh, Fabian Tante. Fabian Tante wrote this book. Tanti. An innate administrator, Taurus. Taurians tend to seek a stable job in business or in a creative industries or the arts. They are objective, realistic, and patient. Endowed with a great capacity for work, they see everything through to the end. Even if it takes a long time to achieve their goals, their action plans are always effective and their career choices are well thought out. They change direction very little during the course of their career. They are reassured by a certain amount of routine. They make excellent team leaders as they are good listeners. Taurians often choose artistic professions ruled by Venus, such as dancing, singing, hairdressing, fashion, and perfumery. Occupations associated with the land, animals, and nature also appeal to them. As a result, many are farmers, agronomists, winemakers, landscapers, horticulturists, gardeners, and forest wardens. Taurians also like to build. They often work in a building trade as architects, builders, or engineers. As they are fond of food and have refined taste, they also turn to the catering trades and professions such as those of chef or restaurateur. Performance-oriented and highly efficient, Taurians show at an early age their desire to make and earn money. In order to guarantee their material security and a certain level of comfort, they possess a keen sense of smell, a good nose for business, and organization skills. They excel in the field of finance as bankers and asset managers. So that's the careers. Next page, Theseus and the Minotaur. Upon falling in love with beautiful Europa, the daughter of... So this is like the myth behind Taurus. The mythology, all right? Upon falling in love with beautiful Europa, the daughter of King Agenor, Zeus changed himself into a superb white bull in order to seduce her. After she climbed on his back, he took her away to Crete. Minos was born from their union and became the king of Crete. He later angered Poseidon, who sought revenge by making the queen Pasiphae fall in love and mate with a white bull. This unnatural act produced the Minotaur, a hideous monster with the body of a man and the head of a bull. A humiliated Minos then imprisoned the animal in a labyrinth designed by Daedalus. However, in order to calm the monster's rage and hunger, he had to feed the monster 7 Athenian boys and 7 Athenian girls every year. To free his city from paying this awful tribute, Theseus, the son of the king of Athens, decided to kill the animal. He entered the labyrinth, killed the Minotaur, and with the help of a ball of string given to him by the Adriatne, Minos' daughter, who was in love with him, he found his way back. The victorious hero then escaped with her. This myth symbolizes Taurians' mastery of their instincts and their ability to transform their strength and power into fruitful creativity. They are constant, remaining true to their choices and promises. Because the sign is ruled by Venus, their purpose is to seek a fulfilling emotional experience such as that of Adriatne and Theseus. Last page, Shakespeare destined to succeed. Because after that is the Gemini page. Shakespeare destined to succeed. William Shakespeare was born